up, everybody, and welcome back to 23rd Garage. Today we are finally back on the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. We got our rough country front bumper and our winch here ready to put on. But before we do that, we want to actually go ahead and fix these wires right here that were damaged during the accident. So Paul has already went ahead and got them all nice and stripped down. What are we going to do, Paul? Put some heat shrink tubing on it?
Yeah, let's put some of this tubing on it and then solder them up one by one.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Beautiful. Take it easy. Getting it too hot. Really need a lighter for this. That's the best thing.
This works good. What you mean? Look at that. Perfect, man.
It looks like a factory splice.
Yes, sir. It's the only way we do it at 23rd Garage.
We don't like to do electrical stuff around here. Done messed up.
What'd you do?
Forgot the heat shrink.
There was a time when we would have used just straight up electrical tape right here.
Hey, I remember a time when somebody, I'm not going to name names, would just twist them together and
Oh, I used to do that too.
no soldering needed.
That's right. You twist them tight enough, you don't need nothing. Just like a wire nut in a house, you know? Yeah, the important part is to get it twisted together real good, and then once you got it all twisted together, you can solder it, and the solder is just for a good connection. Although solder will hold too.
Oh, I mean, just a minute ago when I tried to pull them apart, it had.
Yeah, it's not. No, they say that if it heats up, that it will fail.
Makes sense.
What if I tapped your finger, Paul?
You might hear me scream like a little girl.
Look at that. That's perfect, man. That's a beautiful connection. It doesn't get better than that. All right, so we got the wires all fixed up. They look really good. And now we want to get this front bumper on. Super excited to see how this thing's gonna look. This thing already looks pretty nice, just sitting on the ground. Look at that thing. I really like that this is solid welded instead of bolted on. That's pretty cool.
Oh, this just slides on.
Yeah. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's pop this winch on first.
They're putting everything together first.
Yeah, let's put the winch on.
Lights.
Remember the last one we did?
Yeah.
It was hard. All right, so I got the light bar on in the front, and it looks fantastic. Look at that. Beautiful light bar.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I like how the wire just nicely tucks in down there.
Yes, and I like that they started sending these rubber pieces out. Usually when you would buy like a light bar, if you buy one from China, a lot of times they don't send these, and you drive down the road, you get this really high frequency, high pitched noise. And it's basically from the vibration of all these heat sinks where the air's passing over them, and while they're doing their job, they're vibrating and making a lot of noise. So these things right here prevent that from happening. Very smart, right?
Talk about heavy. Yes, like that.
that cable pull. All right, let's see who's stronger, Paul or the winch.
Yeah, definitely winch.
All right, so we got the front bumper on. We got everything connected. The light bar's connected. The winch is connected. Paul, can you please hit that light bar, sir? Look at that. That thing's pretty bright, too. Might have to point it down, you know? That way we're not hitting people right in the eyeball with this bright light. But look at that thing, man. That thing looks really good. I really like how subtle and all color-coded everything is on this front bumper. It looks very nice, you know? There's not like a bunch of like different colored stuff. It looks really good, I think. Makes the Jeep just look clean and functional. This is all very functional, you know. If you boys in the Toyotas get stuck, you can winch them out with the heavy-duty rope winch there. It's a 12,000-pound Rough Country winch. Huge shout out to Rough Country for coming through with the winch on the front bumper. Not to mention the lift kit and a couple more goodies that we actually still need to install, like the seat covers and the hood struts. But we're actually missing a couple of little pieces that we cannot get a hold of. So, you know, baby steps. But now we need to replace the SRS airbags. They were deployed, so I think, what is it, a steering wheel and a passenger side airbag. Paul, do we have to reset the module on it?
I don't think so. I think you do, but you can use might be able to use that new scanner.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity to test out the new scanner and see if it works. So I'm gonna grab a 10mm because that's what I'm pretty sure it uses. Where's my little? There we go. And take a look at Nate's proprietary toolbox here. Like, you can't get that. You can't buy that. Hey, I like where you mounted them lights. That's pretty cool. The button.
Yeah.
And if you look under there, Nate, show them where we put it through the firewall. It's not just jammed and yoinked through, man. It's professionally installed. You see that, Nate?
Yeah.
I hope the pigtails are not burned up. Yep.
Oh, you got the bumper on?
Oh, it's burnt. Alright, so what we're going to do is carefully... Dang, I already broke my... Wasn't being very careful, was I? Carefully have to take this apart because we don't want to be splicing any wires here. Remember, Nate, on that one car when we chopped it off really fast and then found out that you had to do it like this? That was the first time we ever encountered this. Alright, so now we just have to get a new plastic piece, this piece right here. You know what? I have an idea, bro. Let's take off that airbag and see, maybe that pigtail is not burnt. If it's not burnt, we can get the piece of plastic from it. Don't have to take them off all the way, huh?
Dang, how do you even get to those back there?
I don't know. We're about to find out. I've never taken one of these off. Well, I have before. I did Simon's a long time ago. We took his dash off.
So you do gotta take some of the decal.
Pretty much.
You gotta take all that off?
Just some access.
Old dash got to come out.
Oh, it comes out from the. Oh, okay.
From the back.
So we gotta just do a little bit of finessing.
I guess I gotta unscrew more over here.
We literally gotta take the whole dashboard out.
Pretty much.
It ain't even that bad on a Jeep.
It's really not that bad. There's nothing to it besides just.
I wonder if it's this easy on the new Jeep.
You ain't even gotta do it like this on a new Jeep.
Really?
Yep. Oh, look, it's not meltable.
So we're good. We don't need a.
I think so.
It just clips out.
If this thing comes out, yeah.
We're good.
Let's go over there and. All right, so we got the piece off the other airbag, and we are going to quickly assemble it. just like that. And this is actually really good because now we don't have to wait. We can go ahead and put this airbag in.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. That factory.
And that's factory, because some people they
Hey,
solder.
that's original part, bro.
Yeah,
That's original to this Jeep.
same VIN number and everything.
Yeah, it got the same VIN plate on there. You cannot go wrong with original parts. And see, the other airbag already has everything we need here. Look at that. Beaut. Very nice, sir. We may have the SRS system buttoned up today. We don't need it, boss. We got it. From the other airbag. From the passenger side. Alright, so we ran into a bit of an issue here. I mean, it's not a big issue, but this airbag cover, I thought that the new airbag was going to come with this, honestly. That's why I never even questioned this operation. But it turns out that the new airbag is just this piece. And this piece is destroyed. As you guys can see, it's been torn right here. And Nate actually brought up a good point. He said that, you know, the airbag is set up to rip through this. And so, like, if it doesn't have to rip through this, it might be a little bit more powerful than it would have been if it did. Even though if you look at that, it's very thin, like it probably takes nothing for that to rip through. It's still all very calculated. So instead of straightening this thing out and like gluing it back into place, I think we need to get him to actually go ahead and replace it, because it is an airbag system and we want to put back everything exactly factory original to how it was. Because if something was to happen, even if it wasn't your fault, you know, they could go in there and look and be like, hey, look, there's glue in here or something, you know?
Yeah.
So we want to just put everything back factory, and I think that that's the best idea. Okay, so since we cannot do anything with the airbags, and Paul, you ordered that piece, right?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. We're going to go ahead and install the Rubicon lettering. We've got the Jeep lettering down here that needs to go on, and we've got the Rubicon lettering here that goes on. All right, Paul, you got one shot at this, boss.
I have an extra sticker.
Oh, okay, you got.
Dang, you think you rubbed through the paint, Yuri?
Are you serious? Don't tell me that.
Well, this kind of sucks because I can't see.
That's some blue probably from this rag. Yeah, the J looks good.
Now we know what it is.
Yeah, now you can actually see what it is. Wow. That's beautiful, sir. You did a really good job on that, bro. There ain't no way you could put that on better.
I don't think it came that straight from the factory.
I don't think it did either. Now let's see you do it on the other side. You need some help, sir? Nah, I don't want to touch it, man. I'll mess it up. I know that for sure. He messing around because he's got an extra sticker.
He does, an extra Jeep sticker.
He got an extra Jeep one. Where can we put that thing? We need to put that on that like as an Easter egg.
As an Easter
You know, like on the bottom of the airbag or something.
Put it on the windshield.
Where do we put it on the steering stabilizer since we don't have no stickers for it? Dang, that turned out just as good as the other side, man.
That's clean.
Oh, you should be a decal guy. Very nice set.
That look about right?
Yeah. Yeah. Although you know me, I'm not a big decal guy. Oh, dang, I actually like that. Yeah, there you go. Default, I told you. You have to believe in yourself.
Just want to thank this letter for being cooperative.
Bro, that is actually killer. I think that looks even better than black.
Yeah, it's not like a silver. It's like a.
It's like a gray, dark kind of, and it matches. You're right. It matches. You know,
Bruh.
bro, that looks good. I like that. Yes, sir. All right, check that out. We got the stickers on there, and at first I was kind of iffy about the gray on these stickers, but I actually really like it. It goes together very well. You don't have too much black on the Jeep. It matches the little metal pieces here, and it looks really good. I'm very happy with how that turned out. Now we just need to put this little piece on right here and wait on the airbags and get the alignment done. And then she is ready. Oh, the glass as well. We actually need to put a glass on there too. So almost done. Like I said, baby steps. We're taking our time with it. Basically, the reason why we have not been working on it is because we were waiting on this bumper. And now that the bumper is here, you know, we are full blown working on it. Now there should be no holdup. So the next video we do on the Jeep, it will be a price breakdown as well. Well, it'll be the airbags getting buttoned up, the glass going in, and we'll do a price breakdown, and then we'll maybe even take it off road. Maybe we even get Simon and Yelzer to take their Jeeps out there, and we'll take this one out there with the owner and, you know, go crawl around with it.
Yeah, they actually built one with the same rough country spec. I think it's the 4-inch lift and the 37s.
Yeah. Boss, we haven't got around to it. We still have to put a windshield in it, sir.
Windshield too?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
it's mucho trabajo.
I mean, it's not that bad. It's not a big deal. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really motivates us to bring you guys more content. And check us out on Instagram at 23rd_garage. And I will check you guys out in the next video. Peace.